What's up, guys? DVD update here. I just got back from Cinematic Titanic, which is basically the stage version of Mystery Science Theater 3000. One of my all-time favorite shows, if not number one. Awesome night. I mean, it was just like one of the best nights ever. Okay, here's the order of best things ever that have happened in my life. Being born. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go with that one first. Next on the notch, meeting the original cast, which I did a night of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Next one, first time at the strip club. Next one, first HorrorCon. So, you know, that just shows you the levels of awesomeness. And 2 of those on the list of the awesomeness just happened within the last 2 weeks, so yeah. Basically, we arrived there an hour and 30 minutes early to pick up the tickets, floor tickets. Glad I spent the extra money on that. Totally worth it. So close. And I just want to take this time right now to give a shout out to the Sluts of St. Louis. Thank you for giving me for letting me be able to sit there in my vehicle for an hour, for about 45 minutes to an hour, and watch you walk past and walk around and sit down. Sluts of St. Louis, yeah. I'm just saying, every girl in there, short skirt, nice tight top that showed the stomach, everything, just every which way. Oh, I was looking everywhere, man. I was like a confused dog. I just heard a sound. Whoop. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. But thanks, Sluts of St. Louis, for giving me something to do while I waited. Also, Twitter updates via the cell phone. I did that as well. I also uploaded the video to YouTube, which some people were confused about. I put an annotation on there that describes what it is, so maybe people won't be so confused when they see it. I mean, shit. YouTube only allows 600 KB of video to be sent to them through a multimedia message. What the hell do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, on to the actual thing. So we walk in, we get in line, we walk in. First thing we hit is the place where you buy things. They had a little stand, you know, where you could purchase Cinematic Titanic items. And my mom's like, well, if you're going to get something, let's just get it now, because after the show it should be packed. Because there were signs everywhere that says, we are signing after the show, meaning the cast. So I was like, yeah, you're probably right, because my second Weird Al concert, we waited, and it just took way too long. And good thing we did, because basically by the time we got up to the table where they're signing inside the merchandise, they were pretty much depleted of large shirts, which is what I got to begin with. So we got a shirt, which you can see in my first video that I posted via my cell phone, the Cinematic Titanic shirt, which is pretty cool. And then we basically went in and we got our seats. And so, yeah. Then I just basically updated some Twitters and watched the Sluts of St. Louis, and then they had a warm-up guy who was a warm-up guy to warm the audience up. You know, you guys all know what that is. And he listed off the TV shows that he warmed up for, and there were a lot. He was an old guy that looked like a hippie. He made fun of himself. He looks like a hippie, and he had a long beard and long hair. Anyway, and so for about almost damn near 30 minutes, he did a warm-up, and then some people came up, they did some funny skits. He basically did stand-up, basically. And then they're like, we're going to take a brief intermission and then start the actual show. And so they took a 10-minute intermission, which I chose to go to the bathroom. And boy, was that uncomfortable. The urinals, there's no urinal covers or anything. And the urinals were about this far apart. You had to, like, shoulder in, man. It was, like, that close and very uncomfortable. And so, yeah, I used the bathroom, and then it sucks because also the seats were about yay close. So basically, you gotta figure if you're gonna go back to your seat, do you give them the ass, you know, like this, or do you crotch them, go in the front? I chose the ass, so I don't know. That's just how I went in. So that's the side how I went back in, and trying not to step on anyone's toes. But anyway, after that, there's some interesting couples there as well. There's like a guy that couldn't be under 50, and he was with this young hot thing, and they were sitting right next to me. And I had my Cinematic Titanic shirt there, and he's like, hey kid, can I see what you got on your shirt? That's my old person voice, kind of evil old. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, sure. I hold up the shirt, and I let him read all the cool things on it, and I showed him the front. He's like, thank you, kid, thank you. And then it was kind of cool because okay, now I don't want to perv out, but this hot young girl he was with, she just kept bending over towards me, like get stuff in her purse, and she could obviously tell what was going on, and she just kept doing it. And she was over 17, so I don't know what's up. Boomstick, you gotta tell me on that. So anyway, and then the couple sitting next to my mom was weird as well. It was a goth chick, or a punk chick, whatever you want to call them. This half of her head was shaved completely. Actually, it was kind of like shaved up here, and then towards the back it got regular. Awkward. And then on this side it was completely regular, and then on the top it was spiked up into a mohawk with like 3 spikes. And the mohawk was dark blue, colored dark blue. And she had a nose ring, and she had mascara around her. Okay, I don't know if it's mascara, I don't wear makeup or anything, but whatever. Totally black around her eyes, like someone took both fists and punched her in the eyes simultaneously. And she had like a Megadeth zipper hoodie on, and friggin' jeans that are really tight and fucking flames going up them, and some Chucks on her feet, some Converse All-Stars on her feet, bright red. And then her boyfriend, chubby, middle-aged white guy with regular jeans on, a belt, shirt tucked in, friggin' Reeboks, those white kind that everybody wears, and friggin' polo shirt. Some awkward people just showed up, but it was a fun time overall. So yeah, and then they announced the movie, which they don't do until the night of the event, actually, when you're about to watch it. So the suspense was kind of there for that. They introduced all the people, everybody clapped, had a good time. They introduced all the people, and which you'll see in the video I might post later, which I will post later. And then they announced the movie was Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which is a completely craptastic movie that was awesome to riff. They had already done a Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode on it, but they assured us that no jokes were going to be reused. But it was overall awesome time. And I think the movie was like an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. And directly after the movie was over, they got some good jokes in there. They got some BitTorrent jokes in there, some up-to-date jokes. They got some Sarah Palin jokes in there. Excuse me. And so yeah, then it ended, and they're like, and then Joel's like, who's the creator of Mystery Science Theater 3000, the very first host. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast. I'm trying to get this under 10 minutes. I was like, we'll be signing at the table where you guys saw up front, where you bought the merchandise. Stop by to say hi, chat, get autographs. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. He was just like the nicest guy ever. And just coming from a con where they charge you $25 for a signature or $10 for something that you bring to sign, it was a real like black and white. Like, I go there and they're money hungry types. You know what I'm saying? If you want them to sign something that you already have, they'll lower the price, but they still want a price. And these guys were just signing anything you had on you for free. Like, most people got their tickets signed, and they didn't have to pay anything. And some people bought merchandise and stuff like me to get signed, but I just thought that was really nice that just come by and chat, talk with us, and we'll sign anything you want for free. You don't have to buy anything from us, which I thought was a really cool notion. So yeah, that goes, and then I waited in the long line, and I got my Cinematic Titanic shirt signed here, and I got a videotape. That's what it looks like. Cinematic Titanic, live on stage, Time Tube Tour 2008, and it's signed by each person. And it lists the tours on the back, and they have some scratched out and funny shit written on them, like Phoenix, Arizona, guy never called back. Washington, D.C., security issues, Frank. Boston, Massachusetts, lost the number. New York, was told, I got your movie riffing right here. New Orleans, Louisiana, couldn't understand the accent, so that's kind of funny and awesome. It was $25, but totally worth it, especially now that it's got everyone's signature on it. So, yeah, and in the video you're about to watch, where Joel Hutchin actually shakes my hand, the creator of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is awesome. The person recording the video is my mom. She's no professional camera woman, but she is a very talkative person, and I'm the shy, reserved type, strong and silent type. You know what I'm saying? I like to just go up, oh, how are you doing? Good, nice to meet you. Sign my stuff, move on to get the line moving and stuff. My mom just likes to sit there and talk to people, which is cool. That's her. But she starts rambling on about me. Oh, he owns all the DVDs. He owns all the DVDs oh crap, I'm gonna go into 2 minutes, but fuck it, who cares? I'm excited.